Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Oh, jeez. Okay, testing, testing. Am I audible? I had to rejigger the sound on this thing, so I'm not really sure. OBS says I'm still super quiet, but I don't know how much to believe that or not. Okay. Okay, how is this? This any better? Is better, worse? How do we feel about this? I sound super loud to me, but I can do something about that. This is good? Okay. We'll go with this. Okay, well, thanks for sticking through all of that. That was interesting. I guess I have some studying to do after stream. The music is louder than me. What the? There. How's that? Take that, music. How's this? Any better? Too quiet. Man. Okay, well now we need the music to start coming back up again so we can actually hear it. Okay, so, now I'm talking normally, and we see how the game is competing. Too quiet. Okay, so I've turned up the game a little bit. Another nudge up. Man, that's so weird. I'm used to being barely audible. Okay. Alright. How is this doing with the sound? And let's get this opened up. That's weird. Okay, seems good. Well, let me know if that changes. Very open to messing around with sound levels. Alright, well, welcome in everyone. Thank you for sticking through all that. Was a bit of a mess, but we got there. Alright, now to figure out where in the world we were when we left off yesterday. Let's see, we just got out of a fight. We got some sort of laser thing that I couldn't find. It claimed they were schematics, but yeah, the game said that they were schematics, but I don't believe it because I don't see it. And seeing is believing. Okay, so sickbay is offline. Why is sickbay offline? Oh, because no one was hurt. People are hurt now. Let's undo that. Okay. Alright, so we have some... Oh, here we are. Life support to get the hydroponics bay. One crew is upgrading the engineering office, and one crew is working on the hull. Okay, well, after this, we're going to have plenty of people. Whoops. Forgot how to play the game. After this, we're going to have plenty of work crews to get us through everything. We did finish the sector, but I wanted to doodle around a little bit. See what all was over here. Let's scan this stuff. If we can. We can. I'm assuming this is a plasma storm then. Which means this had better be some freaking amazing stuff over here, or I'm just going to ignore it. Well, there's some science. That's freaking amazing stuff. Ooh, some more science. Okay, so we're at least coming over here. Okay. Well, all right. We will... let me see. What do we even need? What did we do? That's right, we fought that guy over usage of their little relay, and we won at the cost of, like, a third of the ship. But we won, and that's the important part. He will not forget this. We will not forget this. Especially not while we're cleaning up after ourselves. So, we've got... Sorry, still playing with the gain. It's saying that I'm peaking a lot, but I don't know. OBS says I'm super quiet. The game to be bumped up. In its defense, it's pretty quiet right now. All the beeps and boops? Well, here. I will mute myself then, and we'll just beep and boop. I'll change this from a Voyager stream to just a Voyager ASMR stream. Yeah, there we go. That's what people want. Man, I'm hoping more audible than OBS says that I am, because OBS says that I'm still, like, not touching the orange yet. You mean, oh no, don't do that. Space, the final sound frontier. The... Loud and clear? Okay. Am I still cranked up all the way, though? Because that was... I know that was an issue. I'm also still... Jeez. I'm also still trying to figure out where the best gain is so that it doesn't... So that I'm not peaking every time I talk. I'm not as cranked as I could be. Well, okay. Alright, there's no sound coming through, but... sorry. The game is quiet. So I'm going to click on some things, and you tell me how loud the blips, the bloops, and the sweeps are. Because I can turn the game up. I think I have it turned down pretty far. Okay, well, that's all of that I'm doing. Hopefully the beeps and boops are loud enough. You know what, actually, I can do something about that. Oh no, effects is all the way up. Well, I can turn the master up and the music down. So overall, the music's going to be a little louder. Everything's going to be a bit louder. Yeah. Hopefully this works out. Hopefully... Okay, so we just really need to mark time. The boops up and the beeps down. what I can do is I'll go, during the beeps. So that way the boops sound louder in comparison. Yeah, that seems like the maneuver here. Yeah. Okay, we do need titanium, so off we go. Ah! Did it work? We also finished researching hull efficiency, which is great. Dynamic storage to decrease the energy cost, also great. Cheapen shuttles once more. I do like throwing shuttles at problems. Might not be bad to make those easier to get back. The small battery compartment level 2 is great. Ultra thin reactor plating. Huh. Okay. Less damage when I'm hurt, which is always great. Oh, but I do have better combat stuff. And that might be the way to go here. Because if there's something we learned from that fight is that I am not quite as strong as we had hoped. So, let's reduce enemy shield penetration by 20%. I think that'll help part of it, offset a little bit of the straight to hull damage. Yeah, okay. Hey, life support's back up. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. So the workshop is down. Cargo bay, shield generator. Cargo bay, crew quarters, crew quarters, crew quarters. We are... What is going on with our morale? Oh, we're treading water. Okay. Okay, well, we can live with just treading water. That is fine. Though, actually, why don't we turn on the holodeck and make people a little happier? Let's see, which cargo bay are you? You are... Duranium. No, we want the deuterium cargo bay first, because being able to hold more gas is much more important. Okay. There we go. Engineering office is now level 2. Takes a little bit more energy, but we can have 2 work teams from it now. And not only that, it's not quite, it doesn't quite take twice the energy, so it is technically better to have level 2 than 2 level 1s. Great. Hey, the crew is very happy about the fulfilled promise, Captain. They'd better be. Okay, let's get you both on hull duty. Let's get the shield generator back up, just in case we get ambushed again. And the workshop. Okay. We have encountered a Class G planet. The atmosphere is toxic, but geological scans reveal vast deposits of crystallized... Oh, jeez. 1 second. Okay. Man, sorry about that. You think going around judging planets' atmospheres is toxic? Maybe it is. Maybe we're the bad guys. Can't have me dying of coughing after fixing the audio. Yeah, well, we fixed the computer's audio. We didn't fix my audio. And I think that was our mistake. Anyway, geological scans reveal vast deposits of crystallized resources embedded just below the hard surface. Okay, we can use a mining team for a handful. So we can send a mining team for 66. We can use a controlled disruptor pulse to shatter the hard surface, 88, which is not bad odds. Or we can focus on studying the crystallized resources, but not resource extraction. Now that gives science, as we found out yesterday, last time. And I'm all about science. So, even though we're only going to get 35, I don't know though. Controlled disruptor pulse, we do. Fine. I get it. I understand a sign when I see it. Let's use our brand new disruptor array control room to shatter the hard surface. Really? Okay, I know a sign when I see it. That's not happening again. Captain, a catastrophic failure. The disruptor pulse disrupted the resource deposit. How disruptive. I love that for us. Okay, 2 cycles. There we go. Shield generator and workshop are back online. Love to see it. Can we... Nope, all we've got is torpedoes. Well, fine. Then let's get the crew quarters and the crew quarters back. And then we can turn the holodeck off and get a sick bay going. Yeah. That way we've got all 8 over there. We have 1 over here, or 2. Oh. Yeah, we got 2 over here. That'll be good. Oh, right, because Tuvok. Okay. Man, that's... I'm gonna have to get me one of those little mute buttons that you got. Come in really handy, I think. Alright. We detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. Scheme. We can use a tractor beam to consolidate the debris for easier collection. That is a very good point. If it's on the floor, it is more footy than handy. Amazing. Anyway, we're going to throw a shuttle at the problem and hope it blows up, because we like our shuttle missiles around here. No detonation, but we got 86 uranium as a what's the word? Consolation prize. We got a handful of uranium as a consolation prize. Okay, so we've got 2 more cycles until anything interesting happens. Well, I think that's just fine. We can also use some more gas. Oh, and there's titanium down here. Constellation prize. Yes. That's it. It's a constellation prize. Brilliant. Okay. So, we have 2 more crew quarters up and going. Fantastic. We are now draining a little bit from our batteries, and that's okay. That's why we've got a couple of batteries going, is for times exactly like this. I do want to get up, man, 60 dilithium. I am looking forward to being able to level this up a little bit. But I guess we'll see. Because 13 dilithium is a long ways away. I mean a long ways away. Like, longer than the trip to the Alpha Quadrant is. Sensors detect a dense cloud of interstellar gas with an unusually high concentration of deuterium. We can scan the... well, we can't scan the cloud, dang it. Well... we can deploy collector probes for a safer, though less efficient collection. But why would we do that when we can risk the entire ship? Oh wow, that had no right panning out as well as it did. Right on. Let's swing down here, get ourselves some titanium. I mean, really, we're just marking time until all the repairs are done. We located a rich asteroid field containing valuable minerals. One of our scientists suggests using a new experimental mining technique, which has the potential for a much higher yield. But there's a chance it could destroy the asteroids. Well, we can do the experimental mining yield for higher potential, or experimental mining for higher potential yield, or we can send a probe, which just seems to be the cooler version of it. Or not send a probe, we can determine the best way. And it gives us science. Oh wow. Well, okay. I am alright with that. Let's get going. I've got to find a better way to mute myself when I cough that doesn't involve messing with the gain every time. I think I've got it back where it goes. I don't know, it says I'm peaking again. Man. Anyway. So we're down to 594 food. We should be getting a new influx of food soon. So I feel fine ignoring all the foods. Yeah, let's schlep on up here to the geranium. Hey, rotate shield frequency. Great. Okay, so shields are a little harder to get through. Regenerative shielding is nice, and it's passive, and I do love me some passive boosts. That being said... where is nebula scanning? Nebula scan... it's a level 3? My goodness. Okay, sensor array level 2. So that doesn't do anything, that just passively increases. Okay, I'm fine with that. Navigational deflector 3. I am very much looking forward to that. And we could get to science tier 4, but that costs 10 dilithium. Man, I don't think I want to do that. Alternatively, I guess we could get an observation lounge. I'm not going to get an observation lounge. Let's do material recovery. So that deconstructing buildings now gives all the resources back. I think that we're going to be rearranging the ship soon. And that will come in very handy. Okay, so let's get that cargo bay back, and this cargo bay back. Huzzah! Alright, cargo bays are back up. We're now losing 7. Uh-oh. We're now losing 10 per turn. Okay. That's fine. Let's assign you to hull repair. Actually, yeah, let's keep you on hull repair. Let's get this life support back up. Huh. I can't help but notice there's no life support on these two decks. What's that about? Weird. Very weird. Okay. Well. Alright, off we go. We detected resource reserves on the surface of a Class Y planet, but we need to be careful. Its atmosphere is extremely toxic and hazardous to our ship and crew. Just being in its vicinity is dangerous, due to the possible thermionic radiation discharges. Well, okay. We can deploy collector probes for a safer though less efficient collection. That only gives us 89. Or we can use a disruptor pulse to expose the resources. Voyager landed safe. Landed? I thought we were using disruptor pulse. Oh, okay. Voyager landed safely. Our crew managed to extract a lot of resources and escaped the harsh environment without incident. Hooray! Yeah, let's actually... I guess let's top up on titanium. Okay, gas is back. That's okay. We don't need it. Okay, so we're getting 7... Where'd 7 even come from? We're getting 12 hull per turn, which is fantastic. We have 17 turns until we're out of... until we're out of sick bay. Man, all over the place tonight. 17 turns until we're out of battery power, but we don't need our sick bays right now, so we're going to turn them off. Yeah. Yeah, I think that sounds good. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay. Not... I keep thinking that I'm gonna divine some sort of secret from there, but it's just not happening. Captain, I'm detecting a growing sense of restlessness among the crew. The desire to move forward, to cut more light years off our journey, is beginning to affect their focus. It's not yet a problem, but to avoid a significant morale issue, I suggest we schedule our departure from this sector sooner rather than later. You're right, it's not a problem. We're at 3934 out of 4,000. I'm not worried about morale one bit. We have entered a vast field of debris from a destroyed Borg cube. Its hull has been violently fractured, but we can salvage the debris for materials. But instead of doing that... Oh, recycle what's usable from the debris? Excuse me, what? Hold on, let's just... That seems awful. So many good beeps and boops. I'm glad that they are now good. They were not so great for a bit. Okay, we don't need the waste disassembler. We are, instead of getting resources, going to blow up the Borg cube some more. Okay, fine. I guess we're going to get some resources. The shuttle was able to locate a lot of valuable resources in the debris, Captain. Look, I'm just saying that I think we could pretty easily load up a shuttle full of proton torpedoes and use that as like a megapedo. No, don't like that. A mega torpedo. And I think that's a better use of shuttles than they're giving it credit for. But I do guess we have to be the kind of good guys. We at least can't be the bad guys. Alright, so we are 800-ish away from capped on deuterium. We are 80-ish away capped on from being capped on uranium. Man. So let's go get this uranium. Entered an asteroid field? Man. We have detected a Class D planet. This small planetoid has no atmosphere, but scans reveal surface deposits of resources trapped just beneath the ice. The low gravity makes remote operations easy, but the surface is extremely cold. We can shoot a thermal beam in a wide area to heat a wide area for mining. We can launch a torpedo to shadow the surface for resource exposure. Or, now that we have a workshop level 2, we can deploy specialized mining probes to break up dense deposits that has middling gain and almost certainly is not going to work. So let's give it a shot. The mining probes were able to drill through the ice and rock, but only managed to extract some resources. Well, yeah, that was pretty obvious. I was kind of hoping that we would get green and get, like, something to make that choice worth it. And that did not happen. Outbreak. The doctor. We're facing a significant medical emergency. A virulent disease is spreading rapidly through the ship. And a lot of our crew is currently sick with severe symptoms. We need to treat them fast, or the disease will spread. Wow. That is... He wasn't kidding. Yeah, we're in an asteroid belt. That's unfortunate, but fine. Hold up. Let's get our other sickbay up. Oh, not that sickbay. Let's get both sickbays up. We've got 24 turns to... Okay. We've got 29 sick people that we need to get better before the disease spreads, whenever that is. If that's not a reason to turn on both sick bays, I don't know what is. So, 8 and 8. Okay. Oh, both are level 2. Okay. So that's 16 per. So that'll be 2 cycles. Each cycle is going to be... Well... So that'll be 10, 7... Yeah, so it's going to be 14 turns. 14 cycles. I think I can live with that. I think that's fine. I also think we need more gas. So, we can deploy collector probes for a safer, though less efficient collection, or we can risk to maneuver Voyager into the unknown of the cloud. We're not so hard up that I think it's worth risking Voyager. Captain, the collection probes have gathered a substantial amount of deuterium. Why, thank you, computer. Let's get down here. So we should see this drop down to 21. Oh, material recovery. Hey, that's great. Let's get ultra thin reactor plating now. That's fine. And we're at 500. An ion storm. Oh my goodness. An ion storm. The highly charged particles within this storm are causing significant stress to the warp core, damaging it. Furthermore, the intense electromagnetic interference is draining the ship's battery reserves each cycle. We must navigate out of the storm quickly to prevent critical system failures. Yeah, that's awful. What? The Raven? What? Captain, we've just entered Bomar space. I don't know why, but I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, that's a Star Wars thing. Get in your lane, man. Thanks for the warning, Ensign. We'll test that theory soon enough. Ask for an insight. Can someone tell me about Bomar space? Well, Captain, the Bomar are territorial to the core. They're probably watching us now. Understood. Maintain yellow alert. I want everybody to stay sharp. We are being hailed, Captain. This is Chancellor Galman of the Bomar Sovereignty. You are approaching restricted space. Captain Janeway of the Federation Starship Voyager. We're simply trying to return home. We do not permit foreign vessels near our borders. Turn back or face the consequences. So, we can pick a fight. We're going through anyway. We can intimidate them by reminding them that we can and will overpower them. Or we can negotiate and reaffirm our peaceful intentions. What is leveling us up? What is leveling up our captaining skills? Well, whatever. Something to figure out another day, I guess. We did just get out of a fight, but we're pretty much fixed from that. And whatever, we do what we want is basically the approach that we took with the Hirogen or whatever. But since we just did that, let's at least pretend to still be Starfleet, so... Yeah, let's reaffirm our peaceful intentions. Chancellor, I assure you, we value cooperation over conflict. Surely there's a way we can pass. Very well. If you truly insist on traversing our sovereign territory, it will require a substantial toll. 500 deuterium and 50 tritanium? Yeah, that's fine. That's not a whole lot. Excessive, but we'll pay. Safe passage guaranteed, I trust? Passage granted. For now. But we will be watching. Proceed. Mission failed? What do you mean mission failed? What? gonna freaking fail me for that? 8 times Deepwater, welcome in. And yeah, that's about what my face looks like. Okay, well, great. Fission mailed. Is anyone in here? Oh, geez, yes. Anyone in here? Yes. Oh. Shoot, that was our timer, and we're not going to make it. Well, crap. Hi, let's fly back a sector and do the Raven mission. Was it? Like, I don't feel great about that. I am half tempted to... I am really tempted to just reload, because that... I mean, come on, we're Starfleet. We negotiated a peaceful resolution to an encounter. And it failed. Why? Why would it do that? Quoth the reindeer. No. That's parody. Quoth the raven. What the hell? Well, okay. Man, that does not sit right with me. That, When... A minute 53 since last saved. I don't like that. And I don't like it enough that I am actually gonna... Whatever. We'll press on. It's not like this is my only playthrough. Captain, a trading outpost is broadcasting a subspace message advertising their wares. Should we trade with them? Yes, we should. I will do terrible Apparently I can't talk today. I will do terrible things to good people for some dilithium. So 2 bioneural gel packs is a bargain. Fantastic. Then again, I do terrible things to good people for a Klondike bar, so maybe that's not a good barometer. Alright, let's get over here to this shipwreck. As Voyager nears a shipwreck to collect resources, scans detect faint life signs of an unknown life form. It appears to be in critical condition and may not survive much longer. We can beam the life form directly to sickbay, or we can send a team to recover the life form. See, I really want this to turn into an away mission, and I don't think it will. Which is really too bad. Yeah, let's bring it on board. The life form is a non-humanoid insect-like creature that resists all standard scans. When a crewman gets close, it lets out a sharp screech and leaps onto them, clinging tightly. All attempts to carefully separate the two fail, and seem to hurt both of them. We can place the crewman and life form under a strong force field to evaluate the next steps, or use force. No, let's... Man, that is most likely gonna go bad. No, let's watch. After further scans, the doctor determines that removing the life form would cause irreparable damage to the crewman's organs. He needs to consult an extensive exobiology database to find a solution. Well... Oh good, that's still an option. Great. Let's see, we can let the doctor find a solution by searching Voyager's medical database. Pretty likely to succeed. We can form a task force to expedite the search for a solution. Less likely to succeed. It seems like we could do both, maybe, though? Maybe that's just me. Oh, based on the Federation's medical database, create a hollow duplicate of leading exobiologist Dr. Krell Mosid. That sounds more interesting. I'll be honest. That sounds much more interesting. Well, whatever. Sure, let's let the doctor do his thing. The doctor tirelessly searches the database and finds that controlled neurostatic shocks to the secondary neural cortex could make the lifeform release its grip without causing serious harm. The treatment is successful, and the lifeform is released back into the ship wreckage. We get 100 morale and 60 science points. Man, okay, well, fine. Fine, I can live with that. Okay, what is going on with our power? Here, can we... I don't know. What are we low on? We don't... No, not that. We definitely need that. What trades do we have? We don't have any trades. Okay, actually, we don't need these engineering offices right now. We do still need the sick bays. I think we can afford to be down a phaser control room for a bit. Yeah, I think we can afford that. I think we can also afford to be down a couple shield generators. Well, one shield generator. And let's let this battery compartment fill up a little bit. I am very much looking forward to being able to shut off sick bays again, though. Freaking outbreak. Okay, what do we got? Oh, that was the science one. That's why. Okay. Well, let's come over here. Captain, we were able to get the disease under control. From now on, it should no longer spread. Good. Captain, crew morale is declining. Many are growing restless, concerned that we are losing precious time on our journey home. It is urgent that we resume our journey at your earliest convenience. Heading to bed. Good luck with the Deep Space Voyager, the next generation. Thanks. Appreciate it. I appreciate you hanging around, Thasix. Have a good one. That's fine. We're still neutral on morale. Actually, now we're at positive morale. What's going on down here? You're off. And we'll leave sickbay up. We'll keep an engineering office on. We do still have a shield generator, so I think that'll be fine. We don't get bonuses for having multiple in these events. Yeah, okay. We'll keep going with this. What is this? You have detected a distress signal from an escape pod with multiple life signs. Well, who are we to ignore them? Man. Warning, we've entered an ion storm. Don't love that. We have detected a distress signal from an escape pod with multiple life signs. We can risk beaming them aboard and let them join our crew. We could beam them aboard and let them go at the next opportunity. We can just abandon them. Or we can send a missile over to them and let them go home on it. Here we go. We provided the survivors with a shuttle, and they could make their journey home. Did that actually get rid of a shuttle, though? Yes, okay, well, good to know. I have been curious about that. We'll sit tight with one shuttle. I'm gonna do the cheaper shuttle building next. Man, this hurts. Ultra thin reactor plating. In fact, we're gonna do the cheaper shuttle building now. Efficient design. So in 16 turns, we can build ourselves another missile shuttle. In the meantime, Captain, a weak Borg energy signature is emanating from the surface of this Class Y planet. The intense plasma storms and radiation are disrupting our sensors. We can't get a clear reading on what is down there, but whatever it is, it won't last long in this environment. We can try to compensate for the interference, or we can deploy a sensor probe. That seems just as likely to succeed, only it's going to succeed better, so yeah. The sensor probe was successfully deployed, Captain. It transmitted a high amount of data back to Voyager, confirming the Borg signature originates from a vessel of unknown configuration. The planet's corrosive surface appears to be slowly dissolving it. That's it? We can't do any more with it? I would have assumed that we would have, like, go down and rescue them or something. Alright, let's get some gas. Captain, we've detected a massive... No, I keep putting an A in there. We've detected massive deuterium levels in the atmosphere of this Class J gas giant. Atmospheric conditions are harsh, but the potential fuel yield is exceptional. Well, we can deploy collector probes for safer though less efficient collection. We can risk flying directly into the atmosphere to collect, or we can risk sending a shuttle missile to directly gather from the atmosphere. I'm going to do that. We're going to cross our fingers and hope that it detonates. Close. Close, but no cigar. It thought about it. The shuttle collected all the deuterium it could and made it back safe and sound. Oh, hey look. An ambush. That was foolish.
What are your orders, Captain?
Well, let's get dangerous. Oh, we are down a phaser rank though. That's too bad. Yeah, let's just
moving to attack the front, Captain.
So we're gonna spam Balana until she's ready.
Ability ready, Captain.
Now we're gonna wait until Kess can stun lock it.
Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. It's done shooting now.
Ability ready, Captain.
We'll get Balana to power up our weapons again.
Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Great.
Shields down, Captain. Ability ready, Captain.
Skill and then Neelix's to...
Moving to defend the aft, Captain.
And hey, we won. We got 300 food, 30 uranium, and 50 morale. Great. Is there anything worth getting here? What is this? Captain, we've been hailed by a Captain, we've been hailed by a passing trader boasting of his exceptional wares for sale. Upon closer inquiry, it soon became clear he is speaking not of goods, but of living beings. Our scans also reveal that his vessel is unusually heavily armed for its small size. Yeah, it would need to be. I don't think there's anything else here anything else that makes staying here worth it. Let's just get out of here. How's our work core doing? Oh, okay, it's doing alright. Yeah, let's head on to the next sector. The Nexter sector. And we will let Tuvok and Paris
Personal log, Lieutenant Tuvok.
take it from here.
Utilizing the Hirogen Relay Network enabled the successful reception of Starfleet communications and correspondence from friends and family. My own correspondence confirms my family is well, and my first son, Sek, has successfully passed Pon farr and fathered a healthy female, to many, named after my mother. I note this development. However, the core Starfleet transmissions remain locked by a Level 10 encryption matrix. Voyager systems are insufficient. Decryption is projected to require multiple years. The only viable option for timely data acquisition is to seek external specialized decryption assistance. I have been assigned to personally oversee this sensitive operation at a local trading hub to identify a capable individual without compromising Starfleet data, the vessel, or the crew. The risk of betrayal or data theft is assessed as high.
Thank you, Mr. Tuvok. And now for Mr. Paris.
Personal log, Lieutenant Tom Paris. Well, messing with the Hirogen really paid off. Through their relay network, we actually made contact with Starfleet and our families and friends. Well, at least they were able to send us messages anyway. Though, I didn't expect any. I mean, who'd write me? Maybe the penal colony, letting me know that I'd violated my probation? The more everyone else got excited about these letters from home, the more I just wanted no part of it. Maybe because what I have here on Voyager is so much better than anything I ever had back there. But of course, I did get a message from my father, Admiral Owen Paris. All that was missing was the official trumpet fanfare before some nervous technician read out His Excellency's condemnation. Here's the twist, though. It's the only encrypted message in the entire batch. Someone actually suggested I just pretend the message says, "I love you, I'm proud of you." Not a chance. Not from the man who lectured me as a kid that crying was a weakness. My clearest childhood memories are of me locked in my room, crying. It was my sanctuary, though. Quiet. No one bothered me. And now this encryption is offering me the same measure of peace. The only problem is that we're now actively looking for outside help to bypass it, a code breaker. We'll be trying our luck at the local trading hub. My cue. Gotta go.
All right. Thank you, whoever does Tom Paris's voice. What? What? Is this because I failed the Raven? Is that what this is? Okay, whatever. Homesickness settles deeper with every light year we cross. Though we edge closer to the Alpha Quadrant, the endless distance still before us weighs heavily on the crew's spirit. I see their longing grow quiet but relentless, and know this strain tests not just our morale, but our resolve to persevere. Man, I don't even know what to do with that. Oh, because I left the sector it was in? Was there a side quest there? I totally didn't even see it. Okay, well, then that's on me. That makes a lot more sense, though. I'm happier with that. I'm much happier with that than the idea that I entered the sector missing some sort of criteria. Alright, what do we got here? Titanium and deuterium. Oh. You entered a contaminated cloud. Okay. We've altered course to investigate a distress signal, but something feels off. Sensors show an unidentified vessel closing in fast. It's an ambush. Oh, mission outcome terrible. No, it's not terrible. Thanks for hanging out, belligerents. Belligerent, have a good sleep. Right,
What are your orders,
let's
Captain?
take down this Hirogen. We'll just blast him straight.
Moving
in the
to attack
face.
the front, Captain.
with the same tactic
Ability ready, Captain.
I have. The only tactic that I know of.
Shields down, Captain.
What? No.
Moving to defend the front, Captain.
Which is to
Ability ready, Captain.
keep pumping weapons with Bolana and
Ability ready, Captain. Enemy shields destroyed, Captain.
Oh, hey, look at that. Our weapons are getting a little hurt.
Ability ready, Captain.
There we go. Let's get the test going. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Oh, good. No damaged rooms. I was a little worried about that. Okay. So we got some deuterium. We got some tritanium. That is lovely. So what's a contamination cloud? Yeah, this. Oh, it's not going to tell me? Okay. That's cool. Is it in here? Nope. Alright, well, I'm just going to assume that it's why... Just going to assume that it's why we have 2 people that are sick. Minus 21. Minus 21 morale, why? Oh, because we're very homesick, that's why. Well, that's as good a reason as any. Okay, well, let's get... Nah, I think we were fine with where we were with our... with this phaser control room and these 2 shield generators shut down. Okay. We don't really need more duranium. Station hosts a variety of scientific personnel. Okay. So maybe we'll get some crew members. I don't know. We don't need more crew. We've got 33 to spare. Okay, any of this give dilithium? Doesn't look like it. Is the hollow shed on the fritz? Our history's greatest monsters coming out of it? Hello, White Rabbit Object. Thanks for stopping in. Right now the holodeck's off because we're in a power crunch. We're not in a position to be able to run it, but I have every certainty that the second we turn that on, we're gonna get, you know, somehow we're gonna end up having Moriarty in our database, and he's gonna take over Voyager. Something like that. Yeah, none of these resources really excite me here, so we're just gonna go to the trading station. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Let's continue. A trading opportunity. Voyager approaches busy spaceport, a hub of interstellar traffic. Hope flickers within the crew. Perhaps here they can find someone to help them decrypt the enigmatic Starfleet message and possibly find a way home. I mean, we know the way home. It's, you know, that way for 60 some odd years. Mr. Neelix, as an experienced trader, this should be familiar territory. Go and make some friends. Lieutenant Tuvok, I'd appreciate it if our resident Talaxian came back in one piece. Focus on finding a decryptor, but keep eyes open for interesting technology? Yeah. Good luck to you both. Okay. Well, I hate this. I'll be honest, I hate this contamination cloud. I hate everything about it. Yeah, maybe we'll jump sectors. There are some side quests over here. Is everything in a contamination cloud here? Okay, well, I guess we just have to deal with that then. That's fine. The Malon export vessel. That's a good one. Who are the Malon? I can't say I remember them very well. Or at all, really. Dilithium. Okay, I think we're going there. Yeah, I think we are flying straight to the diamond. Because it is at such a premium. Hey! We detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. We can use the tractor beam to consolidate the debris for easier collection. Or, my personal favorite, we can throw a shuttle at the problem. What season are we in? Did we already turn the captain into a salamander? We do not have any, you know, Warp 11 lizard babies running around on any planets yet. That has not yet happened. We're in... I don't know what season we're in. I think we're in, like, Sector 7. I'm not sure what that translates to the season. We just, yeah, we're looking for a code breaker to decrypt some transmission we got from Starfleet. Sector 8. Yeah, we're in Sector 8 out of 12. So we're, what, 3/4 of the way through? How many seasons did Voyager have? Was it 7? I think it was 7, so... Maelon, we're in season 5, you think? Oh, the garbage men that were all pissed that Voyager could, like, actually produce clean energy? That's right, I remember that. Okay, let's get our hole patchers going. Man. I don't even know what to do with this. There's just so much time, and every cycle sucks. In the stupid contamination cloud. Gotta fight that galactic warming. Yeah, that's right. They're just doing their part to stave off the heat death of the universe, right? They're saints, really. Well, we don't have T-Lax. I was really about to say T-Lax. Okay, so they're 6 cycles away. We don't need to go that far. Let's just... Oh, I love this. Oh, wait. Can we? No! Okay, we need some titanium. You there. I choose you. Captain, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down, but structurally sound, with sealed storage compartments. So my whole thing here is that I love throwing shuttles at problems, and I, every time, hope that it lands in the red and blows up. Shuttles are my favorite torpedoes. They are my favorite missiles. And I think they're criminally underutilized. So we're going to cross our fingers real hard and hope this blows up. And if it doesn't blow up, we at least get some titanium out of it. Well, alright. We're capped out on titanium. Which does mean that we can upgrade main engineering now, which means we can get some more power. And that part's great. It's just, you know, the rest of it isn't as great. Like the whole not blowing up. Well, whatever. Okay, 5 cycles. Where? Nope, that's not it. Alright, off we go. Hey, we actually went down. Okay, the trading hub is over here. Do we need more gas? Kind of. Do we need more uranium? Yes, in a big way. Which means you can run the simulation of that Irish village and get the captain some shore leave. If you know what I mean. Yes. We can set up that nice little Irish village and yeah, let her work out some tension. A good massage. Efficient design, fantastic. Shuttles are now cheaper. Improve the amount of resources gained by trade. I'm not really doing trades all that much. They're really not worth what they cost most of the time. Yeah, let's go with the small battery compartment. More capacity is going to be good. I've encountered too many parts, or too many instances of relying on these batteries that I think I want us to be higher up. And we've only got one more cycle left on main engineering. And there we are. Maximum warp. Upgrade your warp core to the maximum. This is the maximum? What? Oh, we can just do that. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. I'm fine with that. And okay. Now let's keep it here. I don't want to go too crazy with depleting our deuterium. But let's get our little Irish village back. We can turn everything else back on. We actually don't need the other sickbay though. Yeah, there we go. That's way better. Man, thank you for reminding me of that little Irish village. I had actually completely forgotten. Yeah, let's start reclaiming some of these. We should be able to bring back this deck down here. Yeah, alright. We have the Duranium place? We are. We have detected a Class E planet. The molten surface, extremely high temperatures, and intense solar radiation make it highly dangerous, but valuable resources are concentrated in pockets in the cooling crust. Wow. I'm sure it's the molten surface and extremely high temperatures and solar radiation that make it highly dangerous, and not the fact that we're living in a bioweapon. We can deploy standard mining probes to mine resources, or we can use a precise phaser beam to mine resources from the cooling crust. I'm gonna gamble. Ooh, that almost backfired. Gonna almost accidentally mine ourselves, I guess. Oh, right. The precise phaser blast safely mined resources, allowing us to beam the fragments to the cargo bay. Great. I love that for us. What's here? Host of scientific personnel. Maybe we can get some science. Yeah, let's swing by there. Oh, wait. Can we build a shuttle? We actually can. Let's kick off the shuttle. Oh, and let's get Alana out of main engineering. Her main engineering only helps patch up the warp core integrity, so right now it's not doing a whole lot, and this way we can get the shuttle in 15 turns. What? Excuse me? She's supposed to cut the time down by half. Oh. Captain, this station hosts a variety of scientific personnel seeking opportunities for research and exploration. A group of skilled scientists have expressed their interest in the Alpha Quadrant. With the right incentives, they may be persuaded to join us on our journey. We can show them around our biolab, or we can show them the simulation potential of our holodeck. We haven't had a holodeck episode in a while. Sure, let's send them to the holodeck. While the prospect of working with the holodeck convinced some candidates to join us, others declined in favor of a more hands-on approach, Captain. That's fine. Why are people quarterless? Who authorized that? Who hired that crew? Man. Alright, let's pick up some gas. There we are. Sensors detect a dense cloud of interstellar gas with an unusually high concentration of deuterium. let's see. We can have 2,500. So we really only need 900. So let's just deploy the collector probes instead of risking Voyager. No point in taking the risky path. Yeah, see, we left 73 floating around in the ether. Captain, the collection probes have gathered a substantial amount of deuterium. That's right, they have. Alright, let's grab the duranium on the way. Perfect. We got 2 ruined rooms back. We're gonna build an officer's quarters here. It'll up our morale a little bit. It only houses 5 people, but that's all we're working with, so that's fine. And then we'll get that ruined room. We don't need... Wait, what? Oh, right. Sorry. We don't need you guys on hole patching duty right now. So we will get you clearing out that ruined room. And what? I don't know. I'm actually at a loss. We don't have any Borg technology. We only have 3 homeless Borg anyway. We don't have the resources for anything combat. It might be worth making another biolab. Or science lab. Science lab might be the way. Because we have been hurting real bad for science most of the game. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. And then this, of course, needs 150 and 75. That one's a ways off. Captain, we've located a damaged Borg vessel caught in close orbit around a Class E planet. Radiation and solar winds constantly rip its hull apart, while the drones tirelessly rebuild it. They appear trapped in a cycle of destruction and repair, too occupied to acknowledge us. We can focus on collecting nearby materials, or we can study their efforts without interfering, which somehow still gives us 59. Let's go with that. Oh. The radiation interference proved stronger than anticipated, Captain. Our instruments began to deteriorate rapidly, forcing us to abort the observation. We recovered only limited data, and the science lab will require repairs before it's fully operational again. Okay. That's why we have to. There. Alright, down we go. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Captain, we found a talented decryptor. He has agreed to help us. He's a genius, Captain. We also found something called the Diplomat's Ear, a device that suggests the best possible answer in diplomatic negotiations, for only 5 dilithium. Assuming the vendor is actually telling the truth. Well, we don't have 5 dilithium, so we will turn it down. The Diplomat's Ear, huh? It has a Ferengi note to it. I'll stick to my own instincts. Beam aboard with the decryptor so we can get on our way. Oh. Our phone's ringing. Our space phone. Good to have you on board. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. Your reputation precedes you, Captain. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for offering us your talent, Mr. The name is Arturus, and my talent is simply a gift my people take for granted. Don't sell yourself short. Captain, this man is a genius. I was in the middle of negotiations when the Universal Translator went offline. Arturus here stepped in and acted as a perfect go-between. And he'd never heard either of our languages. Truly marvelous. The languages were simple. I mean, no insult, of course. We can try to learn more about him and his people, or skip the pleasantries. He strikes me as the kind that would appreciate skipping the pleasantries. Also, he looks a little cone-headish up here. Not so much in his portrait, but up here. Let's skip the pleasantries. None taken. Welcome to Voyager, Arcturus. To cut to the chase, we need your help with decrypting a long-distance transmission. He's, from France. Yeah. I see. I see decryption as a language. Algorithms or syntax, it's all the same to me. I am happy to help. In return, I would like to travel with you to a neighboring sector. It's a deal. Make yourself comfortable. Arcturus? I prepared our decryption progress report. My expertise may be of assistance to you. Forgive me for asking, but are you Borg? Yes, but I am no longer part of the collective. Voyager freed me. They showed compassion. Captain Janeway has been encouraging me to accept my own individuality. Yeah, so when we lost 7 of 9 on the table, I guess they just inserted 9 of 9 to take all of the same character arc, but 9 of 9 isn't a hero, so unfortunately 9 of 9 is just a worse version of 7 of 9. Amazing. I've never heard anything like that. If I recall correctly, the Borg designated your people as Species 116. Yes, not our proper name. Now, shall we proceed with the decryption? Wait for Arcturus to decipher Starfleet's message. Well, okay. We can do that. Excuse me. Alright, well, we could still use the duranium. Huzzah! The science lab is repaired. Well, now what? I guess we could build another battery. Yeah, I think I'm just going to build another battery. Not really using a whole lot of the rest. There's no other buildings that we really need. Everything is locked behind science. And so this way in a pinch we'll have a little bit extra. Well, a little bit extra. We have detected a Class P planet where the surface is frozen. Geological scans indicate resources deep beneath the ice. Retrieving them requires breaking through the dense ice layer, but the temperatures are freezing and snowstorms could hinder us. Well, we can use a phaser beam to bore a path through the ice. We could send a shuttle to drill and retrieve resources from under the ice. Or we could apply a focused thermal beam to melt the ice. I guess we're going to use a phaser beam to bore a path. I don't know, focused thermal beam is safer. There we go. 4 crew got injured? How? I guess it'll tell us. The thermal beam melted some of the ice and our mining teams managed to access some resource deposits. The extreme cold has led to minor injuries. Okay. If it's minor injuries, I don't think that we actually need them to spend 6 cycles just hanging out in sickbay. But fine, let's turn on the other sickbay. Get them patching up slower. Nothing new to reveal. I didn't want to reveal anything. Alright. Down here to the rainy. Ah, good. Our ruined rooms are done cooking. Look at that. Isn't that swell? Yeah, we still don't have a whole lot. We still don't have a whole lot of interesting things to build. Fire a pulse that deals high damage to shields but low damage against hull. Each additional disruptor control room provides 2 disruptor energy threshold in combat. 20 weapon subsystem health. You know, maybe. We've got what, this metaphasic shield? Oh, we haven't learned it yet. Cloaking device? Huh. Provides the ship with deflector shields during combat, raises shield capacity by 40. 80 deflector shields during combat. And shield recharge rate. That might actually be worth doing. We do have 3 shield generators. It might be worth combining them. Okay. So let's move this science lab up here. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put our science lab up here. It's just too bad that this was a level 2 one, but that's okay. That's alright, we'll be fine. It's either that or we move both of these. Wait, is that better? Is that the smarter way to do it? I think that's the smarter way to do it. We're going to cancel that. Okay. Crew. We're going to stick officers' quarters right there. And then another officers' quarters. Nowhere. Exactly nowhere. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. I lost 7 of 9. All the little differences are fun. B'Elanna being a full Klingon is an interesting outcome. Yeah, so we actually had the opportunity to keep human B'Elanna and Klingon B'Elanna, but we got a little unlucky, and so human B'Elanna died. It would have been really interesting, though, to see both of them. I'm 100% going to do this game again on the higher difficulty, because I'm liking the resource balancing. It's just feeling... well, it's feeling not difficult until suddenly everything kind of goes wrong at once. I'm hoping that the hard mode kind of just ups the baseline a little bit. Because I've definitely lost I've definitely blown up a couple of times, but yeah, I think I think all the little differences are going to be really fun to play through and see how they pan out. We have detected a Class P planet, where the surface is frozen. Geological scans indicate resources deep beneath the ice. Retrieving them requires breaking through the dense ice layer, but the temperatures are freezing and snowstorms could hinder us. Well, we can use a phaser beam to bore a path through, we can send a shuttle, we can do a focused thermal beam. Which is the safer of them. We do want more. We are more likely to get more, but we're also more likely to, actually have a lot of people. Hey, and that was good enough odds. The thermal beam melted enough ice for our mining teams to easily extract resources. Huzzah. So, White Rabbit, have you played this? What is here? I forget. Not a ton interesting. We do need some titanium, though. Yeah, let's go there. Hey, the officers' quarters are done. Boink. Okay, so you are no longer homeless. Quarterless. People are getting better. Good, good. We've got 4 cycles on that officer's quarters. We've got... alright, next officer's quarters. going through there. That'll be good. Now you've seen another streamer play early game. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, this is... I'm generally a fairly thorough member of the Patient Gamer subreddit. I don't normally pick up games within a year of their release date. I've got a whole big backlog, but like honestly, I would have never in my wildest dreams expected a Voyager game in 2026, so I had to jump on that. Let's get you fixing the hole. No, but you weren't sure how different the story gets. Yeah, I think the big story beats they kind of try to keep the same, like the Hirogen relay where we talked to Starfleet. One of the times I had to restart was we just didn't succeed. They told us no, and it failed. It was kind of an immediate game over. So I think some of the big story beats they try to keep, but there's a lot of the little branching paths. Like, could have kept Tuvix. That was an option. I didn't, because I like Tuvok more than I like not having Neelix, but I think next time I might have to make myself just go ahead and swallow that pill and keep Tuvix. And hopefully, Tuvix will still help Kes when she has her little telepathic problems. Oh good. The battery compartment is done. There we go. Look at him. Okay. Man, there are so many crew quarters. I think... Under crew, is there crew quarters level 2? Yes. Oh my goodness, that's our next step. It kind of came out of left field. Good on them, though. Yeah, seriously. And especially for nabbing Tim Russ and whoever did Tom Paris as voices for it. Like that. That's fantastic. Obviously, I would have loved to get, Janeway or the Doctor or, as many as they could have. But for an indie studio, like, this is great. And I'm really happy with the gameplay. We located a rich asteroid field containing valuable minerals. One of our scientists suggests using a new experimental mining technique, which has the potential for a much higher yield, but there's a chance it could destroy the asteroids. Let's see. Did Harry get a promotion yet? No, but in the first mission, Tom Paris assures Harry that he's going to... His promotion has got to be right around the corner once Paris gets that field promotion to lieutenant. And Ensign Harry Kim was very excited. I hope that that's a path, that that's a choice that you can choose to promote him. We located a rich asteroid field containing valuable minerals. One of our scientists suggests using a new experimental mining technique, which no, I already read that. What am I doing? We do want as much titanium as possible, and sending a probe to determine the best possible approach is, like, the best option. Hey, and it gave us science points. Look at that. That's just great. And we've still got +1 morale. That's good. That's good. I am expecting, especially in these later sectors, that morale is going to get more and more... They're going to be more and more of an issue. Alright, well there's our Tritarium. What are we still building? 4, 1... There's the other one. Fixing the hole, that's right. Wait. No, assigned to hole repair. There we go. Oh, that's just one cycle more. Okay. Let's swing up here, get some more gas. Fuel, if you will. Hey, our officers' quarters are done. And small battery compartment level 2 is done. Oh, I love that. I love to see that. Okay. 8 dilithium. Okay, well. We'll get there when we can. In the meantime, negotiation tactics? No, I'm not big on the trades. Dynamic storage is nice. I do have a handful of cargo bays. That's just gonna free up like 5. But it has gotten in my head that we need stronger. And we need a little bit stronger combat power. So let's get our regenerative shielding up. Yeah, 14 turns, that seems good. Oh, hey, the space phone is ringing. Look at that. Okay. We're gonna demolish these officers' quarters. And they'll just swap right there. This battery component. Well, this battery component's going to go right here. So I guess we'll just leave that for now. Oh, I am a foolish fool. Wait, hold up. Okay, wait, stop. Where was that metaphasic shielding? The science? Yes. This is what we're... Report research. Okay. This is what we're doing. We want metaphasic shielding. So we can consolidate some of our shield generators. Okay. Tomorrow's yesterday. Captain, I may have uncovered vital information. Arturus' abilities are uncanny. No wonder the Borg were interested in species 116. Much of the data is still garbled. However, I did decrypt a spatial grid, which includes coordinates. Take a look. That's less than 10 light years from here. Maybe Starfleet found us a shortcut home, Captain. Sure, let's be optimistic. Only one way to find out, Ensign. Morale plus 150. I mean, helm, set a course. Let's see if Starfleet Command pulled through. Oh wow, it's just right there. Okay. And the officers' quarters are dismantled. Great. So now we'll come here, we'll slap the battery compartment right in there. And everyone is busy. You guys don't have to be busy. You also don't have to be busy. Okay. Let's get this one. Oh wow. Yeah, let's get that one upgraded. I don't see that one going anywhere anytime soon. I actually could see that one going somewhere, so I'm gonna leave that. Yeah, let's upgrade this one as well. Great. And were we doing anything else? I don't think so. I think once these battery compartments are done, we can get rid of this guy. Yeah, alright. Are we here? We are. Captain, we've stumbled upon a massive debris field. It doesn't make sense that anyone would leave this many salvageable resources floating around, so we should investigate. We can be cautious and salvage anything that seems safe. We can get debris aboard. We can scan for life signs, or, my personal favorite, we can try and blow it all up with a shuttle, and if we fail, we still get some deuterium. Because shuttles are nature's missiles. Or something. I'm pretty sure that's a well-known saying. Captain, we've successfully identified and disarmed several traps. Salvage operations were a complete success. Great. That's great. Oh, and our second shuttle is done. Okay. So we don't need Balana there. That is just not needed. What do you need? You need survival. What is... You're over there. You're in the biolab. What rooms even want an engineer? A holodeck? No. The waste disassembler. You want science. I mean, I guess we can put Balana into weapons. Because she does have security. Yeah, alright. She's better at security than she is at engineering. Okay. Yep, we are good there. Alright, let's grab some duranium, and then we'll head on down to finish out, or, well, to keep moving on tomorrow's yesterday. Never mind, the officers' quarters have been built. Which means... believe that we can tear this one down. 2 cycles, yeah, that's fine. Alright. Great. Captain, we've found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound, with sealed storage compartments. Blindly beam a team on board. I love the idea of that. If we have no idea what's over there, but here, you guys go. Destroy the vessel and salvage the debris. Or, we can send a shuttle to breach the storage from outside and extract resources. Or, if we're very lucky, we can blow up the entire ship. Very close. Breaching the storage compartments was not possible. We instead salvaged other parts. Well, alright. Still, that gave us a little bit of duranium. We have, what, 1 person sick? Yeah? You doing anything? No? Then we're turning that off. Alright, off we go. Yay, our battery compartment is dismantled. That is just fine. So, where did you come from? Okay. Actually, let's just turn that down. And we will resume building that battery compartment. Yeah, I'm very grateful to whoever it was that suggested 2 large hydroponics bays. Not having to worry about food has been wonderful. To just be able to write off that resource and really only have to focus on deuterium, duranium, and tritanium. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? We're approaching the coordinates, Captain. Anything on scans? I am picking up a vessel, Captain. The signature is Starfleet. The USS Dauntless. The view screen shows an impossible image, a Starfleet vessel. As the image sharpens, the letters on the hull become visible. USS Dauntless. I'll be damned. They came through. Let's scan the ship for life signs. Yellow alert. Scan them. No life signs. Well, okay. That's a little less great. No damage to the outer hull. Primary systems are online, including life support. Where's the crew? The answer is somewhere in that Starfleet transmission. Soon, Captain. I am making significant progress. Noted. Until then, send an away team to secure the vessel. Forgive my observation, Captain, but I'm surprised you're not more encouraged by this discovery. Experience has taught me to walk the fine line between hope and caution, but I'll admit, I'm leaning towards hope this time. Excuse me. Oh, an away team. Or an away mission. Okay. Recommended trait, pilot. It's always the right move to go with the recommended. So now we mainly just need science and a lot of engineering. Which means Harry Kim is the answer. And then we'll throw Carrie along just for experience. Yeah, there we go. We're on the bridge. The design is unmistakably Starfleet, but different. No crew in sight. Alright. As the pilot, we'll have Mr. Paris here analyze the helm. The rewards are a bit of morale and a bunch of science, and I'm all about that. But science, I don't care about morale super much. The pilot accesses the ship's helm. The navigational data reveals the vessel is the USS Dauntless. The USS Dauntless, registry NX-01A. However, its launch date is strange, stardate 51472. If true, it would have traveled 60,000 light years in only 3 months. Heading down to engineering. What is this engine? Whoa! We're experiencing energy fluctuation in the propulsion systems. We can just scan the engine with the tricorder. Good job that somebody thought of it. Or we can access one of the consoles. Well. I mean, there's also inspect the fuel type the engine uses, but you get literally nothing for that. We don't need the fuel. We really only want the engine. Or we really only want the science. Let's go with this. That's not a bad chance of success. Yeah, let's do it. Ooh, close. The tricorders indicate that the engine is fundamentally different from a warp drive. The designation on one of the consoles reads Quantum Slipstream Drive. Suddenly, the engine powers up and the auto navigation kicks in. Captain, the engine! We're moving! We need to shut this thing down. Well, there is access helm controls, but all I see is this dilithium reward, so we're just going to go ahead and do that. And hope we roll low, I guess is how it works here, which hurts my soul every time I think of it. But we did... Excuse me. Despite the unknown drive, the team manages to block the intake and the ship comes to a sudden halt. Gathering their senses, they realize how far they've traveled in such a short time. 15 light years, the informed Voyager. Why is Harry, Kim, and Carrie just gone, though? No, but I would like to know why they just disappeared. Okay, well. Well, now what? Oh, they're over here. Okay, cool. Slightly depressing, but cool. Yeah, what do we got over here? A whole bunch of who knows. Titanium, deuterium, titanium, deuterium, deuterium, uranium, dilithium. Titanium's more fuel. Man, they're not stingy with the planets. You know, now that people are getting sick just by existing. Oh, right. Okay. Well, nope, that's not what we wanted. We wanted this one. So that one, nope. No. Yes. Our dilithium is over there. And I don't think anywhere else has the dilithium we're after. So we could come right here. No. Well, it doesn't matter a whole lot. There's this damaged freighter. We've picked up a faint distress signal from an unknown source. We should investigate and find out who or what is calling for help. Juggernaut? I thought we did this already. No, I am too excited. Let's get over here to the dilithium. Hey, 2 battery compartments. 1 battery compartment is built, and 2 battery compartments have been leveled up. Doink and doink. And then let's get this leveled up as well. Because more capacity is more capacity. And I punch that in my calculator and get a happy face. In, you know, the immortal words of Cave Johnson. Warning, we've entered a contamination cloud. You know, as opposed to what we've been in the entire time. Captain, we found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound, with sealed storage compartments. We're 100% sending a shuttle to breach the storage from outside and extract resources. This is the one time that I am not hoping for the shuttle to blow up, because there's deuterium or dilithium on the line, and the shuttle did not disappoint. Feels good. Feels good. Great. So after this, we're going to go ahead and study up crew tier 3. The holodeck might not be bad. Holodeck energy efficiency is definitely not bad. Man, okay. Okay, yeah, I've really been sleeping on this crew tier 3. Well, I say that, but really, I've had kind of a plan for everything. Alright, let's get over here. Oh, the battery compartment is done building. Upgrading. What do we need for this? 75? Okay. So, we're only 20 tritanium away. For now, we can power down the engineering office. All right. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Whoever Ensign Ingram is. Captain, the distress signal is coming from that freighter. Signature indicates a species called Malon. No record of them in our database. Oh yeah, hey, it's this episode. The vessel's heavily damaged and emitting theta radiation. Scans indicate a rise in heat and energy output. Its core appears to be destabilizing. A nuclear waste freighter? Are we within the blast radius? Affirmative. The energy signature indicates a blast radius that encompasses this entire sector. Evasion is statistically improbable. Captain, direct intervention is the sole logical course. Boarding the freighter is required. Oh my. Captain, I'm detecting 37 escape pods in the immediate vicinity, all radiated. Only 2 life signs remain. Survivors. Can we beam them out? Unwise. The radiation would interfere with the transporter. Our time is expiring. Without intervention, they, and Voyager, will be destroyed by the blast. But if we just leave them, they're guaranteed to die. We can't let that happen. Let's prioritize the survivors. We're going for the survivors. Their lives are paramount. Ideas? A shuttle could be modified with enhanced shielding for radiation. A manual recovery operation would be required, placing crew at a significant risk. Or a remote control probe. It could latch onto the pods and create a protective shield. Then we pull it in with a tractor lock. Automated rescue. Go with the shuttle idea? Always go with the shuttle idea. We're going to throw our best missiles at them and see what shakes out. Less time consuming, but riskier. We're going with the shuttle. Start with the shield modification. What are our options for resisting radiation on board the freighter? I could synthesize an anti-radiation vaccine, but it would take some time. Our standard anti-radiation suits would offer some resistance. However, the radiation levels are extremely high. Safety is not guaranteed. Can risk valuable time. No time, go with the anti-radiation suits. We already said that we're going to take the quicker and riskier route with the shuttles. So just going with that idea that we still want to prioritize the survivors, but also not waste too much time, we're just going to go with the anti-radiation suits. We have to take a chance with the suits. We're running out of time. We're all minus 100. We can live with that. Craft anti-radiation shields in the workshop. Well, freaking... Okay, fine. 7? And 25 titanium. Man. Alright. Let's get over here. Let's top off on some titanium. Ooh, metaphasic shield room. Fantastic. Now we're doing this. Crew tier 3. Perfect. Metaphasic shield room. We are 55 titanium short. But man, that'll be nice. Wait, we're gonna leave this for now because we need our engineering office to have all of our options. Okay. Oh my goodness. Click on the planet, please. We came across an abandoned mining station. The station is under lockdown and seems to be damaged. We can safely search for anything valuable without entering the station. We can destroy storage facilities and salvage resources. We can risk it and try to activate the station. Or we can analyze the terrain and try to mine with Voyager's equipment. We're going to risk it and try to activate the station. And that was an acceptable risk. Fantastic. Activating the station let us unlock doors to the storage facilities. We took everything the station had in storage. Great. Now let's just swing down here, get some more titanium. Captain, our sensors have detected a heavily damaged Borg sphere. Its hull is breached in multiple locations, and both shielding and sensors are offline. Internal scans show a few drones still active, focusing on repairing the ship's core systems. ARU facility. I'm assuming that's a Borg tech tree thing that I just haven't gone to. ARU. Automated repair unit. Yep, that's what it is. I kind of want to try and do like an all Borg run next time I play. Like as soon as we get into Borg space, just lean real heavily into that tree. Alright, let's board the vessel and attempt to retrieve useful materials. Captain, the team we sent was able to gather a lot of materials without drawing any attention. Good. Good. Okay, let's get this metaphasic shield room going. 9 cycles until we're there. Huh. Then we can start freeing up some room. Okay. And we've got what? Nope, not that one. The workshop. 4 cycles remaining. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll swing up here and grab some gas and then drop back down to the Malon freighter. We detected a small debris field scattered across a wide area. The debris appears to be the remnants of a vessel. Maybe we can find something useful in here. We're going to throw a shuttle at the problem. When in doubt, throw a shuttle. Yeah. And pray for detonation. Come on, we've been good. Fine. Captain, there was a considerable amount of value in this debris. The shuttles helped, but sadly, some parts were too dangerous to recover. 766. Alright, let's get down here. Shuttle radiation shields crafted. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders? Escape pods in sight, Captain. Ready for rescue operation. Alright, we've got an 80% chance of success. Send the shuttle team. Launch the shuttle. Shuttle has cleared Voyager and is approaching the pods. Shields are holding. Team is now attempting survival retrieval. Successful. No radiation damage sustained. The shuttle is en route to Voyager. Beam them into a containment field in sickbay immediately. Both patients have sustained significant radiation exposure. They are stable, but will require extended treatment for a full recovery. They confirmed their identity as Malon, a species whose very industry is tied to processing vast quantities of radioactive waste. May I talk to them? By all means, go ahead. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway. You're aboard the Federation starship Voyager. Controller Fessick, and this is Pelk, my apprentice. Thank you for saving us. I'm glad we were able to. What happened out there? Our freighter's containment systems failed. We abandoned ship when the core destabilized. It's on the verge of catastrophic explosion. The cargo, it's gonna vaporize everything in this sector. Okay. I think we know about the explosion, so let's ask about the cargo. Why is your ship carrying such a dangerous material? It's the cost of Malon prosperity. We dispose of waste so others can live in comfort. Well, one way or another, we must board this freighter and prevent the explosion. Wait! Fessick, tell them about the Vihar! Ignore him, Captain. He's scared and wasting time. Let's hear him out. His story might help us. Hold on, Mr. Fessick. If Pelk has something to say, let him say it. The Vihar is an old freighter crew story, Captain. A creature born from radiogenic waste in the Theta storage tanks. Legends say it's a monstrous, poisonous thing that wreaks havoc to Malon freighters. I never believed it myself, but during the evacuation, some of the crew people saw something. A form. Hallucinations are one of the first symptoms of Theta poisoning. You know that. It's real, Captain, I swear. Please, you have to believe me. We'll comfort him and take him seriously. I trust your word, Pelk. Monster or not, our course is clear. We board that freighter immediately. Away team, get ready. Holy crap, we got Pelk. Huh. I wasn't counting on that. Right on. If you're going in, I'm coming too. You trusted me, so I must assist. I understand this vessel. It could improve our odds. Madness. You'll kill yourself. I'm staying right here. If this freighter goes, I want to be anywhere but this toxic metal coffin. Alright, we got Pelk, and apparently we could have gotten a Vidian somewhere along the line. Pepsi plus milk, come along. That sounds absolutely awful. Pepsi plus milk, Pilk. Pelk? Yeah, Pelk. Pilk, whatever. That I am given to understand that apparently it tastes somewhat similar to a root beer float, but man, that is a rough sell. I gotta be honest. Alright, well, we've only got 2 Vok for science. We do want science, and it helps that he gives us some security down there. So now we just want Neelix, apparently, for the diplomacy or whatever that is. We're aboard, Captain. The radiation's already taking its toll. Wrecked corridor in sight. What do we do? Well, Mr. Malon, we can navigate around using knowledge of the Malon ship design. And yeah, let's go for it. He volunteered, and Pelk's guidance helps initially, but a concealed rupture catches him off guard. A conduit bursts, injuring him, and a detour takes more time than expected. Well, thanks a lot, Pelk. Man, classic Pelk. Oh no. All this toxic steam. Captain, we need to vent the decks, but controls are offline. Oh man, this is not amazing. Alright, Neelix. It's all on you. 50-50. Justify your existence. Hey, he did it! The team carefully crawls into the injector port, working together to manually open the vents. It's a grueling process, but they succeed without further harm and continue to the next deck. Moving on to the next deck. Darn, the airlocks on this deck are malfunctioning. If we don't act fast, we'll be flushed into space. Well, okay. We can reactivate the force fields, or we can evacuate the deck. I mean, either way, we end up using 2 Vok. Fine, let's go with the evacuate the deck. It'll give us some morale, not that we need it. But I don't want to risk 2 Vok getting injured for next round. The team evacuates the deck with practiced efficiency, escaping to safety before the airlocks fully open. They continue toward the control room, unharmed. Whoa. Control room reached. Watch out! Someone's here! Must be the Vahar Pelk spoke about. He's screaming for vengeance and reaches for the self-destruct. Wow, that seems a little bit like an overreaction. Alright, let us neutralize the Vahar. The away team opens fire on the Vahar. He's hit multiple times and perishes. The freighter's core is stabilized and the team is beamed back safely to Voyager. Great. So we didn't get the injury-free bonus, thanks Pelk. But Neelix did level up. Away team safely back on board, Captain. Heat and energy output readings returning to normal parameters. The freighter is stable again. We have to thank you, Captain. Without you, we would have kicked the bucket. Don't be so modest, Pelk. You brought honor to our people today. Indeed, Pelk. Your courage, despite your fear of the Vahar, has been remarkable. Yeah, let's ask Pelk if he wants to join. 100%. Well, 65%. Voyager could benefit from someone like you. So, what do you think? Are you interested in coming aboard? Me? On Voyager? I would be honored. To see what other waste disposal technologies are out there, I accept. I'll miss you, Pelk, but your future awaits. I'll do my best to earn my place. You've already proven yourself, Pelk. We're lucky to have you. Don't worry, it usually gets easier after the first near-death experience. And if you ever need anything, advice, a snack, or just someone to talk to, then I'm your guy. Thank you. It means a lot to have someone look out for me. Now, I'd like to know what this Vahar is all about. The Vahar was supposed to be a myth, an old story shared among freighter crews. Some said they've seen creatures in the Theta storage tanks, created by radiogenic waste. But as it has now turned out, they are not. Just colleagues we thought to be dead. I hope you can make peace with this at some point. Now get some rest, Pelk. Once you're fully recovered, we'll take you wherever you choose, so long as it's on the way to the Alpha Quadrant. Farewell, Captain, and farewell, Pelk. Safe journey. So long, Fasic. Wherever this takes me, maybe you can drop by for a visit. Juggernaut. 250 experience for Janeway and 5 dilithium for us. Alright. So I think we're going to drop down here, pick up some tritanium. And yeah, thank you. I think this seems like a good place to call it. Ah, good. The metaphasic shield room is back up. Let's get that going. Now we're going to slap Tuvok in. Never mind. It does not take heroes. Interesting. I wasn't counting on that. Or I wasn't expecting that. Huh. Well, alright. We have detected a Class D planet. This small planetoid has no atmosphere, but scans reveal surface deposits of resources trapped just beneath the ice. The low gravity makes remote operations easy, but the surface is extremely cold. We can shoot a thermal beam to heat a wide surface area for mining. We can launch a torpedo to shatter the surface for resource exposure. Or we can deploy specialized mining probes to break up dense deposits, which just has an awful success chance. We're going to launch a torpedo. Thank goodness. 100% reward distribution. The torpedo shattered the surface, exposing a huge amount of resources that we extracted. Alright. Let's flitter on over here to the Nautilus. And we will return later, and I think that is where we're going to call it. I normally try and get through a sector a day, but I had some pretty severe audio issues at the beginning of stream that put off starting for like an hour or so. Yep, let's do this. Yeah, thanks, White Rabbit. You too. Let's see if we've got anyone else playing Voyager we can raid to. It will be, yeah, it's getting close to my bedtime, so. Alright, let's see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it looks like we've got someone here. Yeah, looks like we've got a Canadian streamer here that has been going for about an hour. They're playing Star Trek, so let's go ahead and raid out to them. So we'll kick that off here. Alright, well, if you like what you saw, I play this most nights. I'll probably be on tomorrow to make up for the late start tonight. Otherwise, I'll be here on Thursday. So, thanks so much for hanging out, and we're going to head on over to Midnight Run.